Welcome to our guests, mentors, parents, and friends. The graduating class of 2023 would like to welcome you. We would like to thank you for your support during our journey and for your presence here tonight as we celebrate this momentous occasion. I would now like to ask John Kerr, School Board Chairman, to please come forward and let us know in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Thank you. Please stand. First, I'd like to welcome you all. Thank you for being here. It's an honor to get to be in this position representing this outstanding organization. I'd like you to join me before the pledge in 10 seconds of silence. And this 10 seconds is to honor somebody that's made a difference in your life. Thank you. In 5th grade, I had a teacher, Mrs. Price. She taught me can't is the little old man that wouldn't. Can't is the little old man that wouldn't. We're all going to be confronted with some can'ts. My daughter called me about a can't today. And so don't let the can'ts get in your way. I don't need the words to the pledge, but I had a little thing I wanted to share. The original Bellamy Salute, our Pledge of Allegiance, was written in 1892. It was modified, whoops, you guys ever mess with one of these in front of a crowd? It was modified in 1923. The flag of the United States of America was added. In 1954, the words were added under God by President Eisenhower. There is no comma. one nation under God, there is no comma. If you'll join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Where's the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well done, thank you. Simon Youth Academy at Options Noblesville and Adam, oops, I'm in the wrong spot. You're up.
You're good, I got you.
Jake's up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jake Brando. I'm the Vice President of Options Schools. I'll be your MC tonight, helping you through this wonderful journey. Graduates, both the graduates from our online ceremony last night and all of you in front of me, you represent the largest graduating class in the history of Options Schools, over 150 total. This is my 16th graduation, and amazingly, you are larger than the very first school to ever start here. So you, as a class, are more than any the original school that we had. So it's pretty amazing how far we've come. So we've got a packed program tonight. We're going to get started with our first speaker. He's our fearless leader for the last 11 years. Helped us grow from 300 students to over 1,200. And I would like to introduce our President of Options Schools, Dr. Mike Guston.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Graduates, I'm going to tell you what, let's just take a minute and take it all in. I know it's a little warm in here, but you guys have been working so long and so hard to get to this moment, and I don't want to rush past it. Just think about all the hours in classrooms, all the hours of study, all the hours at home working on projects and assignments. And finally, tonight, you're going to walk across this stage, and soon you're going to be graduates of high school, and the rest of your life will be in front of you. That's an amazing feat. So my name is Mike Guston, and I have been the proud president and CEO of Options Schools since 2012. I'd like also to welcome our family and friends. I don't want to overlook you and your contribution to this graduating class. I know that you have supported and gotten angry and grounded and pushed and done anything in your power to help the friends and the family sitting here tonight getting ready to graduate to walk across the stage. So it really was a team effort, and I want to say congratulations to you as well. As Jake said earlier, we've grown from a school of about 300 students to currently a little over 1,200 students. And we've done that because of the accomplishment of our board, our employees, and our valued partners, and many of them here tonight. I'd like to take a moment and recognize our board and staff and partners who are in attendance. For just a moment, could I have our board members and all of the staff that works at Options stand for just a moment, please? Thank you. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Not just that they work with your children every day, not that they work with you guys every day, but they care enough to come tonight. Tonight's the paycheck. I think Dr. Silverman had put it on Facebook. I saw it earlier. Tonight's the paycheck. Tonight's the payoff, not just for you guys, but for your family, for your friends, and for all those people that just stood up. Our board set vision and mission and policy, and those people that you saw standing, those people that you see in your schools every day who are helping you through all this coursework, they're the ones that employ that. But that's not the only folks that help you get across the stage. There are a lot of people that work behind the scenes that you may not even know exist. Tonight, for example, and this happens every year, we extend invitations to elected officials to come to graduation. This year, we're lucky enough to have Speaker Houston attending graduation to watch you guys walk across the stage. Speaker Houston is the current he's the current Speaker of the House of Representatives in Indiana and has represented the 37th District since 2012. Speaker Houston and many of his colleagues at the State House are strong advocates of public education, which includes charter schools. Thank you, Speaker Houston, and to all your colleagues who help us every day with all the work that you do at the State House. We have several partners in attendance tonight as well. The first I'd like to recognize is the Simon Youth Foundation. The Simon Youth Foundation mission, it believes that all youth, no matter their personal circumstance, should have the opportunity to pursue their dreams through education. They accomplish their mission through scholarships and their Simon Youth Academies. In 22-23, the Simon Youth Academy adopted our Options Noblesville location. It is now known as the Simon Youth Academy at Options Noblesville. And they're right over here, and you can see with their orange cords on tonight, proudly demonstrating our SYF partnership. SYF was founded by Deb Simon and is led by their president, Andrea Daly, behind me. And I believe Andrea has several members of her team with us. Tim, John, LaAngela, Kim, Renee. To all of you guys, thank you for believing in us. Thank you for making us a partner with SYF and bringing us into your SYF family. We really appreciate that. The second partner I want to talk about a little bit tonight is KLR Medical. KLR provides Options students training and certifications as a clinical and medical assistant or as a pharmacy technician. KLR is led by their CEO, Katie Riegelsberger. I believe Katie has members of her KLR team here, Daniel, Naomi, Brant, and Shauna, over to my left over here. Thank you for all that you do and providing certifications and opportunities for our kids to advance beyond the high school walls. I really appreciate everything that you do for our kids. The third partner in attendance tonight is First Financial Bank. I know it seems odd to recognize and appreciate banks. Not only do we do our regular banking with them, but I don't know if you've had the opportunity to see our new Options Westfield building located off State Road 32 inside Westfield. But First Financial believed in us, believed in our mission, and they loaned us the money to make that building a reality. So that is probably one of the most fundamental and staple things that we need to advance the mission of Options. So thank you for all you do. They're being represented tonight by Chip Mills, who's their commercial relationship manager. And the final set of partners I want to be recognized tonight are BACA and IBAA clinics. So BACA and IBAA clinics provide medical care for students with moderate and severe autism. Options has partnered with these two clinical groups of people to provide clinical and education services at the same time, so these students with autism don't have to get bused back and forth to their traditional schools. It happens on one location for the student. Representing BACA tonight is their clinical director, Ann Dorlet, and representing IBA is owner Lisa Stewart and their clinical director, Brittany Kovacic. These centers are amazing places where students can flourish, and I want to thank both of those clinics for having the faith and partnering with us so we can provide clinical and educational care for our students in the same space. Wow, that was a long list of people I had to recognize. I might need a minute myself. But I did that intentionally for you guys. It's actually part of what I want to share with you tonight before I sit down, and I promise I'm only going to be up here for just one more minute, and then I'm going to get out of the way. When I say to you, what are the things that I think are most important for you to be successful in life, I try to find something that's inspiring. You know, something that when you wake up tomorrow morning, a high school graduate, by the way, you can say, yeah, that old dude who spoke last night at graduation, he was right, I can do this, right? Because tomorrow you wake up and it's different than any other day you've ever had in your life to that point. The rest of your life is in front of you at that moment. You're officially an adult out of high school with your diploma, and what's next? Now, if your high school diploma was your final destination, you might not find what I have to say very interesting. But if you understand that completing your high school diploma was only the first step in your life's journey, then you may want to listen. So here's the insight. Graduates, if you want to improve your odds in finding success in life, it really comes down to 4 simple things. Most of them you've heard before, and I'm going to reiterate them, but one I bet you haven't heard that much about. The first thing is be present. They used to call them soft skills, right? Come early, stay late, work extra, and unless you're a telemarketer, probably want to stay off your phone. 2, be prepared. Your high school diploma was only the beginning. Many of you have begun working on certifications, internships, made military service commitments, or are preparing for college. To be successful, you have to have the right skills. A high school diploma is the start. For most career fields, it's not the destination. 3rd, be passionate. The average work experience for most adults spans decades. There's a correlation between job satisfaction and having passion for the work. It may take you a while to find your life's passion, but you should never stop looking. And when you find it, work hard to align your career aspirations with your passion. And as a little aside, I went in the military, came out of the military, went to college, and didn't start my education career until I was in my mid to late 20s. So it doesn't have to be today, and it doesn't have to be tomorrow, but you got to keep looking until you find it. And the final piece of advice is why I took all the time to introduce our partners tonight. In life, in order to be successful, you have to have good partners, friends, family, and professional partners who believe in you and you believe in them. I bet you all can think of people that if they weren't in your life right now, that you wouldn't be sitting in those chairs tonight. That becomes exponentially more important after you graduate. In your life, seek out family, friends, and groups that will support you and make them a partner in your life's journey. They will better guarantee your success. So be present, be prepared, be passionate, and find great partners. Good luck.
Thank you, Mike. As Mike stated, the SYF Simon Youth Foundation partnership is something we're very excited for, helping support at-risk youth throughout the state of Indiana. So it's my pleasure to introduce the president and CEO of the Simon Youth Foundation, Andrea Neely.
Good evening. I am honored to be here this evening to celebrate with not only you, but all the parents in the village that made tonight possible. And so, congratulations, class of 2023. Another round of applause. So I have the honor of introducing your keynote speaker, and something that Mike just shared is having someone in your space that is a mentor, that is giving you words of wisdom, that will call you out when you need to be called out. That will inspire you, encourage you, give you wisdom that you may not get it now, but you'll get it later. And so the person that I'm introducing is someone that is very special to me, not because of who she is and what she's accomplished, but it's the type of person that she's been to me. I didn't get here, woke up one day and became a president and CEO. I had people that were mentoring me, helping me navigate challenges and opportunities. So failure is not a bad thing. Failure gives you experience. And when you have the right people in your space, a part of your village, they're helping you guide that path. And it may not be the straight path, but it's your path. And they're meeting you where you are to get you where you are today. And so I have the privilege of introducing someone that has been part of my path, my journey, and that has been on the road to speak and share her wisdom, and that is an amazing first African-American news anchor and reporter in the state of Indiana, who is amazingly 94 years old. She's got an amazing story, and she brings wisdom. And so this is the same person that really wants to be able to share those nuggets, and to share with you that you have the ability to do whatever you choose to do. You're only limited by your imagination. And she also is a partner who is supporting Simon Youth Foundation, because I've asked her, who's part of my community and my village, to really share wisdom. At 94 years old, she's seen a lot. She's experienced a lot. And she's had fun along the journey, but she brings wisdom that allows you to kind of think about where you are, where you're going, even in spite of. And so for that, I would like to introduce my friend, my mentor, Barbara Boyd.
Heck, I didn't know she's talking about that right there. My mentor, my friend. God, you guys look great. Are you nervous? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Oh, you got a right to be. I want to thank you this afternoon for allowing me to share this day with you. And a hearty congratulations for the wondrous achievement that brings you here today. The awarding of your ever welcome, ever important, ever needed, ever loving, and ever elusive high school diploma. And in your cases, courtesy of one of the most creative and innovative educational institutions in America, the Simon Youth Foundation and Simon Youth Academy. Made possible by your decision to take advantage of a second chance opportunity in getting that diploma at a major shopping mall, no less, in range of Finish Line, Lynn's Crafter, and Auntie Annie's Pretzels. All this after dropping out of that pursuit of that achievement for all sorts of reasons, some compelling, some dubious, all life-defining. And I know what some of you might be thinking right now in your capacity of young adults. I know what you're thinking. I know, because I felt it. The vibe kept coming to me. Wait a minute, Miss Boyd. I read the other day, you celebrated your 94th birthday. What do you really know about the challenges facing today's students? When we assume your grammar school, middle school, and high school education all took place at the same time in the same one-room wooden schoolhouse in the middle of Broad Ripple soybean field, with the only teacher's first cousin, Daniel Boone. That's what y'all think about me? Well, you know, some people do say, if you notice, I'm coordinating in what I'm wearing. That's how you can tell the old folks from the young folks. Old folks don't mix up clothes. They all wear the same thing. Now, see, you got on a plaid shirt and a check jacket and wearing rhinestones, and you all mix up. So, yeah, I'm old, and I'm proud of it. Now, for the record, I was born in Evanston, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, home of Northwestern University. Yep, I was born on April 27th. You all can remember this. Next year, the cards and gifts can come in. April 27th, 1929, to wonderful parents who did not hold me responsible for the other momentous event that occurred in 1929. Do any of you know what happened in 1929? Come on. You must have had this in some class. There was a worldwide financial disaster, depression. The collapse of Wall Street that threw thousands of workers out of work and businesses to close. And my parents and mentors taught me the best way to deal with such crisis is to realize things happen for a reason. And to go from there to fix, recover, and in the words of my late husband, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, for many, often without realizing it, possessing a high school diploma injects a solid dose of confidence in your system. A solid dose of confidence. Having conquered the academic challenges of high school with its underlying stresses of dealing with teachers, fellow students, and yes, parents, and coping with your ever-intriguing adolescence. Your diploma, as a way of leaving good impressions on those you often desperately need to impress. Who's that? Who are you trying to impress? Your employer, the guy you want to hire you. They'll be impressed with the hard work you were willing to put into getting the diploma, often against many odds. And the Simon Youth Foundation High School diploma may leave the biggest positive impression of all, the biggest. And that's showing employers you have developed an appreciation and maturity for what a high school diploma can do for your future, compared to very limitations not having one imposed. You are perceived as a motivated candidate, got a Simon Youth diploma, you got the skills. Now what do you want? I want that job. I got my stuff, I'm ready to travel, I'm ready to do it. Now, I came to, like I said before, I came from Evanston to Indianapolis in 1961. Reasonably content with my job. I gotta tell you, I had a bad experience in going out trying to get a job. I had worked in Chicago at a utility company in HR. After I had my daughter, I was ready to go back to work. So I said, Evanston Hospital had an application. They needed someone in HR. So I applied. So I called, and a lady by the name of Ms. Goldberg answered the phone. And I told her what I wanted. She said, I'll send you an application. And sure it came. I filled it out, sent it back. I waited 1, 2, 3 weeks passed. So I called her. Again, Ms. Goldberg answers the phone. I said, well, I just called to find out if, if that position has been filled, I just want to know. Long pause. Long pause. And I had a feeling that she was hugging the phone and just didn't quite want to say what she was going to say. And I get this is in the 50s. She lay in that phone and told me, she said, Ms. Boyd, I tell you, the only reason you didn't get the job is because you're colored. Honey, I broke down right there. I cried and I cried and I cried. And my husband came home, he said, and I'm still crying. He said, what's the matter with you? I said, the only reason she said I didn't get the job is because I'm colored. He said, what's the matter with you? That never happened to you before? I know, well, I know it happened to other people, but it never happened to me. He said, girlfriend, honey bun, get your butt up, dry them tears, and go on to the next thing. You're not the only one that's happened to. But let me tell you what it did to me. I'm a college-trained person. And I got to tell you, rejection is a bitch. It is. You see guys standing out on the corner, and what do you say? Why don't they go somewhere and get a job? Now, I know why they don't get a job. They're rejected every day. And I say it again. It ain't cool. It doesn't make you feel good. And I said to my husband, I'm never going to go out and apply for a job again. I'm just not. I don't want to have that feeling again. Have you ever had that kind of feeling? Not because you're colored, but maybe because you're too short or too tall, or your hair's not the right color, your eye's in the middle and not over here. Somebody said something about you that made you feel bad, that rejected you. You don't belong to the girls that are popular at school. Something has happened that made you feel away. My husband said, get your butt up and get out and do what you gotta do. Well, we moved to Indianapolis, his home. And here I found a job. I didn't ask for it. He happened to be a Kiwanian and sitting next to a Kiwanian guy and said, you know anybody that I can get to be a good secretary? Yeah, my wife. Now, I was secretary for many years. I couldn't get a job in what I was really trained to do. So, sure enough, I went to work for the National Conference of Christians and Jews, followed by Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith and Jewish Community Relations Council. Well, this time I'm feeling real Jewish, you know what I'm saying? Just poor. And from there, so I helped, so the guy that was head of the Jewish Community Relations Council became the director of Head Start. So in 1965, he and I helped to start the Head Start program in Indianapolis. And if you ever on Udell Street in Indianapolis, the first office building was an old fire station. And on the front of the fire station, the letters 1002 Udell. So, and I'll put those little numbers up there. But at any rate, this is what happened. How Barbara got her first job. Indianapolis, WRTV was doing a documentary on Indianapolis, and they wanted to include a Head Start classroom. So they came over, did an interview, and so that was fine. Everything went on fine. So about 3 days later, the phone rings again. Now, you got to know, I'm office manager. Secretary, well, they don't call them secretaries anymore, do they? Executive assistant to the director. I looked around, nobody's there to answer the phone. I don't answer the phone. I'm the head dog in the office. But nobody was there, so I answered the phone. And they say, I'd like to speak to Miss So-and-so. What is the nature of the call? He said, well, we want to interview her for, television. What? Now, I got to tell you, I jokingly said, well, honey, if you're looking for a star, here I are, right here in front. You ain't got to go any further. So he said, you want to try out? I said, yeah, what I got to do? He said, well, we put together a 5 or 6 minute vignette on anything you'd like. I did that. They came out, I did a little walking thing. You know how they do, talking and walking at the same time. I'm down. I go to each girl's desk, explain what they do. Oh, I'm on. So they called me up. By the way, the young lady they initially wanted to see did get a chance to do it. I think eight African-American women will audition. So I go in front of the big boys, general manager, personnel director, janitor, anybody that had anything to do with that. And so they asked all these questions. I was very calm. I'm accustomed to speaking. But you know what? I'm very calm and speaking but I'm nervous in front of you guys. Why is that? Huh? Why do you think? You've been shaking your legs all day. But, so anyway, what date was it? November 10th, 1969, Barbara was hired. They called me up and said, Ms. Boyd, you got the job. Now, I really never had any experience in television, but I sure learned quickly, like you gonna learn on your job. And I tell you, I was there for 25 years. It's the best job I ever had. I loved going to work every day. I kid you not, every day, because I learned something new every day. I met different people every day. Had a chance to travel around the country, around the world. That was my first job. First African-American female on television news in Indiana. And let me tell you what that brought about. You turn on your television today, what do you see? There's an African woman female on television everywhere, every day. I think I might have had a little something to do with that. And I tell you, I'm proud. I'm proud of that job. I'm proud of what the young and men and women do. Because you see, I was the only female in the newsroom for about 3 years. No, year. Then, and it was all men. I gotta tell you, not one man ever said anything out of place to me. Not one. You know how everybody say, well, he touched me and I'm gonna sue. No, not one. Maybe because I was 40, you think that was the reason? I was old. Well, they were old too. So that was my first experience, and that's the way I got my first job, because that was cool, because I really wanted to be a movie star. I did. I mean, I used to go down to the post office at night and tap dance. I'm Ginger Rogers, and I'm waiting for Fred Astaire. Well, I got a chance to make 2 movies. I got a chance. But this movie, this life in television is the best that I've ever had. So my confidence through education was shaken twice in the early 70s. First, when my family had only 15 minute head start when a fire and explosion destroyed our home. A call from my daughter, Karen. Mother, we have no heat. Call Daddy and tell him to call the serviceman. All that was done. Now you gotta know, we always had little puffs of something coming up out the floor, off the furnace. We'd open the windows, open the door, let them float out the door. Well, call the serviceman. This happened all the time. So it got to the point we sort of could handle it. But one day, they had the fire. We had a Great Dane, and he kept swixing around, and his tail hitting me. You ever been hit by a dog's tail? They're hard. Put him in the yard. Here comes the smoke. I said, let's just leave. I'm not opening any doors, windows. We're not going to deal with this. We're going down to the babysitter's house. I called my husband. I said, on your way back, check the house to see if the serviceman come, and then come on down to Shirley. He came running down there. He said, Barbara, the house is on fire. What do you mean the house is on fire? Just look there. He said, the house is on fire. I look out the back room, big black furrows of smoke, fire jumping up. We had this house 10 minutes. A couple of days later, we go down. Everything's gone. Gone. And I pick up, see what I could pick up. I picked up a little bronze shoe that was my daughter's, a playbook that was one of my sons, and a little beat-up bowl that had no significance. Then we stayed at a hotel. I don't know if you know, at the corner of 38th and Fall Creek, there's now a service station there. Well, then there was a brand-new hotel, and we stayed there. And then it was the challenge of going out looking for a new place. We went everywhere. My husband found this one house, really great. And they already had sort of decided who they were going to give the house to. But we wanted to see it anyway. So we went in, we talked to the owner, the lady that owned the house. She was a teacher. Her husband was an executive at Lily's, passed away. Son's away in college, so there's just the two of them in this big house. So it happens that her realtor was there the same day we came. So he said, she said, Mr. and Mrs. Boyd, I like you. And I think you would have as much fun rearing your children in this house as we did. And most of all, I think you take care of my house. We got the house. So things are going smooth, but not for long. In 1973, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. After mastectomy at community hospital, the first day I was just sort of wallowed in pity. What am I going to do about this? Well, am I going to lose my job? Is my husband going to still want me? What are we going to do about it? Am I going to lose my job? What's going to happen with me? And I got to thinking, hell, there's a great story here. I'm in the middle of it. I'm the top dog in this story. So I called my assignment editor. I want to do a story on mastectomy. Got it done. Guy's editing the piece. He's late. Lose my slot. Now, you all know from watching television, you don't get but 1-2 minutes of story, right? They had to put my story at the end of the section. The piece was 7 minutes long. And when this story was over, about Barbara talking about her breasts and how to replace them, Howard Caldwell, main anchor, was red as a beet. Everybody else was on set. Now you gotta know, 2 or 3 seconds on a television stage is like an hour. Out. We got over 500 calls, the largest amount of calls a station has ever received regarding a story. Only one dissenting call was from a man. I know that barber boy does a lot, but that getting up there talking about her breast being removed is ridiculous. Well, one good thing came out of it. I got a chance to travel around the country on television, radio stations, talking about the importance of self-examination, about the importance of getting to the doctor the first moment you realize what's happening. And guys don't giggle. Guys have breast cancer too. My son had breast cancer. So the key to that, but the best thing of all, I met Betty Ford. You know what my entry to her was? Hey, bosom buddy. We high-fived. And we talked about breast cancer and how we were going to help stamp it out. Well, 2 bad things have happened in our lives. The house blew up. That was bad. But the good thing about it, we weren't in it. And something good came out of it. And you know the address of the old house? 3601. You know the address of the new house? 3601. Somebody working? Is somebody working? Things happen for a reason. Now, you probably already know this, but the 2023 Simon Youth Foundation graduation ceremonies throughout the country mark 25 years of the unique and creative initiative in giving dropouts a second chance in achieving a high school diploma. Now, back in the late 1990s, Simon Property Group, based right here in Indy since 1960, the premier developer of shopping malls and retail centers, was looking for a creative way to give back to the community by attacking the nation's disconcerting teen high school dropout rate and lure them back in toward the pursuit of a high school graduation. Now, the Simon family and its corporate board, spearheaded by Deborah Simon, now here's a real visionary. This lady had the vision. Had taken note of the large number of teens wandering around Simon malls as meeting place with their friends, enjoying their air conditioning in the summer, comforting warmth in the winter, while taking in the widespread array of some 100 colorful retail stores, restaurant services on the 4th floor. But at the end of the day, they had little to show for it with their lack of purchasing power and overall productivity. So in 1998, the Simon Youth Foundation opened their first Simon Youth Academy in San Antonio, Texas, the Rolling Oaks Mall, in partnership with local public school districts. But instead of using the traditional classroom, they set up, what do you think they set up? They set up where the at-risk teens hung out, a Simon Mall. And 25 years later, here we are. 40 Simon Youth Academies in over 40 states. This organization has grown to be something fantastic. Let me tell you, young folks, we're depending on you. You are the future. I gotta tell you. You gotta know, not just this country, but the world in general is sort of in a flux. And it's up to you to change it for the better. Now, I don't know about you, but I think you're up to it. I think you can do it. No, you have to do it. And as you go out into the world seeking your job, one of our speakers back here sort of alluded to some of them. You got to remember, and I know you've heard all this before, but you've got to set goals. And if you go out for a job, line up what you're going to do. How you going to do it? Don't just think you're going to walk in and say, hey, here I am. I'm handsome. And when you walk in, I hope you're not wearing those old scruffy blue jeans and T-shirt and one of them things hanging out your nose. And girls, I hope you're not going to walk in there with those earrings so big you could swing on them, and those eyelashes in the air conditioner room, and skirts up to here, dirty fingernails, you know. Because let me tell you something. Very few get a second chance to make a first impression. When you walk in that office for that job, the man's looking at you. He's impressed with you. Good, bad. Did you give him a strong handshake? Look him dead in the eye? Know a little bit about his company? As my gentleman said a few moments ago, you got to persevere. You don't give up. Keep going from job to job. You don't get employed. Go to the next one. Don't stop. Don't give up. Did I give up when my house blew up? Did I give up when the job wasn't right? Did I give up when I had cancer? No, I took it and used it and did some good for people. You got to keep going. You don't know how important you are. You know, I've got kids. I got 3 kids. I had 3 kids. I only have 2 now. I had a son that was so bright. IQ up to here. Gave it best in education. St. Richard's, Park Tudor, college. But he didn't take advantage of that second chance. Like I'm going to tell you, there's some people that don't want you here, some of your friends. Man, you going to that old Fane college? Get rid of the negativity. Because, see, they're jealous. Because they can't be here, they don't want you here. I'm telling you, this world is waiting for you, and we're waiting for you to do the best that you can do. I want to say something to parents. Parents, stop being a friend. Be a parent. I know, I'm old. I'm from a different generation, different way that children are reared. It just seems to me simple things have been lost. Whatever happened to yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, thank you, please, may I? Nobody seems to know those words. Am I wrong about that? Is it too hard for you to say? What is it? And what I'm most appalled about is the way I have heard some kids talk to their parents. I heard one kid refer to her mother and said, bitch, to her mother. To her mother. And you know what her mother said? See what I have to put up with? No, ma'am, you do not. We can't have that. Yeah, I'm old school. But I think sometimes we need to bring that old school back into this generation. I'm telling you, you are the future. You are the people that are going to change things for the better, not only for this class, but maybe for our state. Maybe it'll bubble out to the rest of the country. But just keep in mind, you're the best that there is. And there's something I want to read to you, a little poem that my husband wrote 30 years ago. It's called Do What You Gotta Do. Life, through its trials and tribulations, charts your course in a special way. A pattern is designed and molded for you each and every day. Oh, sometimes you try to make adjustments to live, to learn, and to search for success, and try with all your might just to keep up with the rest. Or whatever happens, my dear friends, this statement is true. In order to get over the hump in life, you got to do what you got to do. Now, I want you to repeat after me. Do what you got to do. Got to be the best in you. Amen? Amen. Thank you. Can I get back up?
So I really don't enjoy following that. I'm not sure what you can say after that. So it is time for our scholarship awards. So I would like to bring back to the podium Ms. Andrea Neely to do the SYF scholarship presentation.
A lot of wisdom and nuggets shared. You can persevere, and you can be successful at your own pace and time. We're going to now celebrate one of your classmates. We are committed, SYF is investing in better futures. And so we have a student that we want to celebrate with a 2-year scholarship in the amount of $3,500 to pursue their dream. The gentleman, Julian Gordon. Congratulations, Julian. On behalf of Simon Youth Foundation, including we have a board member, Dr. Jeff Heffler, who, again, committed to the work that we do and to ensuring that the next generation of leaders, we're removing barriers. And we're looking to you, Julian, to be that leader. So again, let's give another round of applause. Congratulations.
I know I was forgetting something. I forgot the giant check for the rest of them. So you just get tiny checks for the rest of them. Okay, so I would like to talk about some annual awards that Options offers our students as they graduate high school. The first Options School scholarships are not funded through public tax dollars. They are funded through the generous donations and pledges of our board of directors, faculty, partners, parents, students, alumni, and local businesses. So in fact, a lot of your teachers, I think we have almost not like 97, 98% of our staff who gives back to our foundation, and part of those proceeds go to fund the scholarship. So you can actually thank your teachers again on the way out the door for this. Our first scholarship tonight is the Abby White Memorial Scholarship. Abby was actually a 2004 graduate of Options Carmel, and she was one of those young ladies who just brightened your day. Abby was attending IUPUI and just getting ready to start her second year in hospitality and hotel management when she lost her life in a tragic accident in a four-wheeler with her friends in a northern lake in northern Indiana. In her memory and in support of Abby's, with the support of Abby's parents, Mark and Linda, her classmates and many of her former teachers, we award a graduating senior with a scholarship in Abby's name. And the 2023 Options Schools Abby White Memorial Scholarship recipient is Jocelyn O'Neill. Okay. Next, we have a Senior Institute Scholarship Award to a member of the Options School graduating class of 2023. The scholarship is awarded to the top performer in our Senior Institute program from each of our 4 high school programs. And before I say who these are, I really want to talk about our Senior Institute program. So the state of Indiana has kind of come and gone on multiple graduation pathways. How do kids graduate high school? What do they value? And throughout it all, since 2002, when we opened our doors, we always valued the idea that you go out into the community and you see what kind of importance that you play. Whether it's a positive influence or a negative influence, what you do in your community matters. And if you think about your community that you live in, it's an expansion of the high school that you graduated from Options High School. right? You every day got to go in, and if you're having a good day, you can impact your school environment in a positive way. But if you're having a tough day, you go into school and you could impact your school in a bad way. And much the same way you do in your own community. And so these Senior Institute scholarships are recognizing those people that we felt like really embodied and really embraced that idea that when you graduate high school, for good or bad, you could influence your community. And we showed you through time, talent, and money that you could influence. And you didn't have to bring hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you didn't have to make these grand gestures. Just going to your local pet shelter and offering some time. Working at a local food bank and handing out food to people in need is a good thing. You know, just those simple things that you could do to make a difference. So this year, whoa, I lost my place too. Okay, so the 2023 Simon Youth Academy at Options Noblesville Senior Institute Scholarship Award winner is Noah Mannion. Got the wrong one. Hang on a second. I'll find the right one. Just give me a minute. Not it. I thought I had these in order. There it is. I'll give you the right one. Thank you. The 2023 Options Westfield Senior Institute Scholarship Award winner is Mary Angel Bracino. The 2023 Options Indiana North Senior Institute Scholarship Award winner is Jocelyn O'Neill. And finally, the 2023 Options Indiana South Senior Institute Scholarship Award winner is Sydney Dandrin. Sydney attended our online last night, right? Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
So the Options in Education Foundation, which funded those scholarships, if you've not heard of that before, we hope to remedy that very soon. And helping us to do that is our Executive Director of Advancement, Dr. Anita Silverman.
Gotta lower this, I'm not that tall. Before I talk about the foundation itself, I want to recognize our graduates who are currently students, but soon enough, you will be alumni in probably, less than 45 minutes? So I want to be the very first to welcome you into the Options Alumni Association. So welcome. Kind of strange to hear the word alumni, isn't it? But our Alumni Association is part of the Options in Education Foundation. When you graduate from Options, we hope that you continue to be part of our Options family. Our foundation funds things such as the scholarships tonight, our food and clothing pantry that many of our families have benefited from, other grants for our staff so they can add things to the classroom environment. Next year, we're going to have a student and staff health initiative that will be new that we will be doing, and also any of our building funds, because as many of you know, charter schools don't get state fundings for capital projects, so our foundation helps with that. To our families, I want to congratulate you on the graduation of your students. If you would like to honor your student, in your folder tonight, it does have a place that you can honor a graduate at optionschools.org/donate, and then you can put a little blurb, and then after about a week or two, we will go ahead and give those shout-outs in our social media so you can celebrate your graduates one more time. So I hope that alumni, you Stay involved. We hope to have a reunion coming up. So after you've been graduated a little bit, you come back and celebrate with your classmates. And to our families and guests, we hope you think about our foundation. When you're giving, we have our 5K this summer. We'd love to see all of you participate in our second Fueled by Schools 5K. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Anita. Well, let's get to the meat of the program. Let's get to honoring you. So we're going to start with the Options Indiana School. Options Indiana is our virtual program, and we currently educate a student in every county in the state of Indiana. And yes, that is a large logistical challenge. We have 2 regions for that, and we have 2 wonderful leaders who help guide these students and help them through the things they need in a virtual platform. So I'd like to introduce to you our Options Indiana South Principal, Linda Cunningham, and our Options Indiana North Principal, Jessica Sunderman.
You guys sure look pretty. Tonight I'm going to introduce the Options Indiana South speaker. This student joined Options while attending the Hoosier Youth Challenge Academy. Once graduating from HICA, she remained in Options through HICA Online. In August of 2022, this student moved to Options Indiana South, and she will graduate with a Core 40 diploma and a 3.75 GPA. She's a 21st Century Scholar, a 2021 graduate of Hoosier Youth Challenge Academy, and has been awarded a scholarship from Ivy Tech. And in her spare time, she races stock cars, right? I mean, this student will enter the Air Force in the fall of 2024. After that, she will transfer to the reserves and attend college to become a mental health specialist. It is indeed my honor to introduce Sarah Pate.
Hi, thank you. Dear fellow graduates, valued faculty members, and honored guests, I stand before you today as the head student of this graduating class of Options Indiana, humbled by the privilege to address you all. In the July of 2021, I attended the Hoosier Youth Challenge Academy. There I had the opportunity to continue my education through Options Charter School. I realized that this method of education was good for me. I was able to work at my own pace, which was very rewarding. When I graduated from the academy, I continued my education with Options Online. I was able to do my schoolwork on my own time, which gave me the opportunity to get a job and help my family. Working at my own pace on my own time, working with kind, patient teachers, has been the best school experience for me, and I am thankful to have been a part of Options. Today marks a incredibly significant milestone in our lives, a day that we will remember forever. It is a day that symbolizes the reward of years of hard work, dedication, and sacrifice, long nights of studying, and maybe even some tears of stress. I would like to congratulate each and every one of us on our achievements for reaching this significant milestone in this long journey we call life. As we move forward into the next phase of our lives, we are given new opportunities and challenges. It is a time of uncertainty, but also of great possibility. The world we live in is always changing, and it is our responsibility to embrace the changes and make a positive impact on society. We have been given an incredible education, one that has provided us with the tools to succeed in life. We have been taught to think critically, to question assumptions, to seek knowledge, and to pursue our passions. As we step out into the world, we must use these skills to make a positive impact on society. We must remember the importance of kindness, empathy, and respect for others. We live in a world that is increasingly complex, and it is only by working together that we can solve the challenges we face. It is up to us to create a better future that is more just, equitable, and sustainable for all. As we go about our individual journeys, let us not forget the community that has supported us throughout our high school years. Let us strive to give back to our communities and to make a positive impact on the world around us. Let us be the change that we see in the world. In closing, I would like to once again congratulate each and every one of us on our achievements, because now we can see it was worth it. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, whether you're going to college, working at the same job you've had since freshman year, or maybe you're not sure what your next step is. Remember that the future is in our hands, and it is up to us to make it a better one. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2023.
Thank you, Sarah. I am going to introduce the Options Indiana North keynote speaker. Her name is Jocelyn O'Neill. She has been with us since the beginning of the 2022 school year, and she has proved herself to try over and over to become a better person. She is going to be going to Illinois State University to study social work in the fall.
Thank you, and hello. This is not in my speech, but I honestly did not expect to be up here this many times tonight, and it's a little shocking. So, hello, and congratulations, class of 2023. Look how far all of you have come. My name is Jocelyn, and none of you probably know me, but that's okay, because I'm just like every one of you. I know we've all been through the drama, expectations, late nights of no sleep, waking up for the third day in a row wearing the same clothes if you did online school, or running on caffeinated energy drinks and coffee all day long. But none of that stopped us, though, because we finally made it here today on graduation day, looking absolutely handsome or unquestionably beautiful. Many of you are preparing for the next big step in life, just like me. But like me, you might be scared. To help us out, here are some words of wisdom. Everyone is a bit scared, but we are all less scared together. So I say, conquer your fears, take the next step, and remember to do everything with your head held high. Will this lead to failure? Maybe, but sometimes just getting up and carrying on is brave and magnificent. You may have your life planned out, or you may not. I certainly don't. But that's okay, because life is unpredictable. The greatest illusion is that life should be perfect. In reality, the life ahead of you will be messy, fun, and full of adventures. If you are still listening to me, I appreciate you. But if it's because you think I'm very wise and have good advice, then I need to confess something to you. Let me list the words of wisdom I have said so far. Look how far we've come. Everyone is a bit scared, but we are all less scared together. Sometimes just getting up and carrying on is brave and magnificent. And finally, the greatest illusion is that life should be perfect. 4 beautiful, thought-provoking quotes, and none of them are mine. They're all actually from a children's book called The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse by Charlie Maxey, which is kind of crazy that I'm quoting a children's book, but it's really good, and I think if you haven't read it, you should read it because it's for all ages. I would like to end the speech with my favorite quote from the book, from the wise words of the mole. If at first you don't succeed, have some cake. Although throughout the story, the mole discovered something better than cake, a hug. It lasts longer. So if the one thing you remember from my speech today is that I told you to eat cake, then my work here is done. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2023.
Good evening. My name is Mike Dellinger, and I will be introducing the Indiana Options North graduates. Xavier Bauer. Amaria Butler. Jaden Byerly. She's want to give it to me. Okay. Sorry about that, a little confusion. Next up is Michael Bozelli. Nicholas Chiquito.
Thank you.
Jordan Cole. Brandon Dang.
So just a few people I wanted to thank. I wanted to thank first of all, the Wilhites and the Lemmings. I wanted to thank Tyson and his family. I wanted to thank my cousins and all of my friends for just supporting me and helping me figure out how I can live a life I can be proud of. So thank you guys.
Morgan Dillard.
Thank you to my mom and my dad and Brucey for pushing me to do the best I can. Thank you.
Cooper Fuquay. Kristen Finley.
I just want to say thank you to my family and friends for helping me get to where I am today.
Caitlin Fitzgerald. Mitchell Foster.
I'd like to say thank you to my parents, and I would like to thank the Hoosier Youth Challenge Academy.
Maddox Falk. John Garrison. Madeline Grader. Emily Huber. Emily Jordan. Haley Kahn. Noel Krakenberger. Anissa Majid.
I'm honestly at a loss for words, but I really wanted to thank my family a lot, especially my mom and grandma. I know that I don't ever really tell you enough, but I know I couldn't have done this without either of you the most, and I really do love and admire you to death. I don't think there's any way or anything I could say or anything I can do to even show you how much I appreciate that. Also, I have a very important question, Mother, in case if you didn't hear me when I was going up on stage. After this, are we getting something to eat? Thank you.
Okay. Haley Mathis. Brooklyn McCombs. Haley McCullough. Olivia McGinnis. Alyssa Mercery.
Hi. The main thing I want to say is a huge thank you to KLR Medical. They gave me the opportunity to have a career and make something out of it. So that's mostly it. Thank you.
Brianna Mercery. Matthew Miller.
Congratulations, Brianna.
Mason Moore.
Thank you to my mom.
Dalton Morrison. Lilia Navarro. Kyra Oakley.
I want to say thank you to my mom and my dad and like my family and friends, especially my older brother, Christopher. He couldn't make it today, but I love him.
Jocelyn O'Neill.
Hi again. I just like to say thank you to my family, especially my mom and dad, who always believed in me, and most importantly, my dogs Dixie and Murphy for always being my emotional support.
Sarah Pate.
I want to say thank you to my family, my best friend Victoria, Mr. Justin, and most of all, the Huge Youth Challenge Academy.
Cheyenne Paven.
I wanted to say thank you to Charles for the beginning of my options, and thank you to Miss Whitney for dragging me across the stage. And thank you to my family and my boyfriend and my dog. And that's all.
Kylie Petty.
I want to say thank you to my family, my friends, and most importantly, God. As I always like to say, God is within her. She will not fail. As I put on the back of my cap. Thank you all.
Alaya Prowell. Sonia Leanne Rivera.
I want to give a huge shout out to the KLR team for teaching me that you can do pretty much anything you would like. A shout out to Molly and Noah for showing up for me, and most of all, Kyle. I don't know where you are, but thank you.
Caleb Rower.
He's focused. He's going to talk.
I want to thank everyone that's helped me get through this. Most specifically, I don't know where Justin Stevens is. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all practical purposes dragging me across that finish line. Also, that man bun really working for you. It's doing wonders. Also, Mom, I see you crying back there. Just remember, you got to do this 3 more times.
Aurelia Smith.
Okay. Thank y'all for getting my name right. And thank y'all. I see little fam back there. Thank you. Caleb, you stole my shout out. I wanted to thank Mr. Stevens. He also dragged me across there. And he also like everybody parent. I don't know why. Every time I think to myself one day, I'm not going to do no work today, I get an email 20 seconds later telling me to do my work. But anyway, yes, thank you. If y'all fire him, I'm protesting on all of y'all. God bless everybody and thank you. I've been
Javon Smith. Ava Stranahan.
Thank you, Mom.
Abigail Watkins.
I want to say thank you to my parents, especially my mom, for getting me to this spot.
Corinne White. Hannah Whitehead. And Amaria Butler.
Congratulations, Options Indiana graduates. Next up, we've got Options Westfield. So it's your turn for the action. Options Westfield was originally Options Carmel, which was our original school. And quick shout out, the original principal that started the year, Mike Dunnigan. He helped usher us from Carmel into Westfield and was promoted up to director of schools. So he was not going to be up on the stage tonight, but I wanted to honor him. But we have a wonderful principal, Steve Bowers, who has taken over and run the show very well. Steve, please come on up.
Thank you for that lovely introduction, Jake. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to the parents of the students at Westfield. Thank you for letting us educate your children. It's been our honor to have them in the building, to grow with them and learn about them. As I've told many parents who come through the doors, your kids become ours when they enter the doors, and we're very proud of all of them. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the speaker for Options Westfield, Kylie Brunell. Kylie is a 4-year Westfield Carmel student, so she has been with us for all 4 years of her high school career. She attended JEL and is looking to go into EMT service after school. And so without further ado, Kylie Brunell.
One second. I don't know where it went.
It's in the folder.
In the folder. Okay.
You're okay. No, they took it out of the blue folder.
Oh, okay. I have extras over there.
Okay, we'll go get them.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Good job.
All right. Hello. My name is Kylie Brownell. It is my pleasure to welcome students, friends, family, and faculty to graduation day at Options. Every one of you has impacted the graduates who sit here today. This is a turning point in our lives and the very beginning of a new chapter, but how did we get to this turning point in our lives? The past 4 years have been something of a train wreck. I think it's not out of the way for us to say we haven't had a normal high school experience. A considerable part of it was spent at home or in masks. It's not an easy thing to be isolated from everything you've known, but I guess look at you now, you're here, so it worked out. I applaud our teachers who still taught with vigor and pushed us towards being the best versions of ourselves. They gave us time and patience to complete assignments, and if we had questions, they were answered. If we had problems, they were addressed. They were the backbone of our high school education. Some can argue most importantly that we had our family and friends. If it weren't for my mom, I probably wouldn't have been here right now. She was an avid supporter and advocated for my health both mentally and physically, and went out of way to do things for me. Miss Maluski, who works at J. Light Career Center, did a lot for me as well. She was my idol. I looked up to her a lot and learned from her too. These two women basically made me who I am today. Our biggest supporters are the people you surround yourself with, and that is a very precious thing. Hold on to those people, it's the least you can do. I just want you to remember, as time passes and the sun sets, wherever you go, go with all your heart. Congratulations, class of 2023. It was all.
All right, good evening, everybody. My name is Blaine McMurtry, and I have the pleasure of teaching at Options Westfield, and I'll be doing the introductions this evening. First up, Nick Alvey. Upon completion of school year, Nick is going to join the workforce. Andrew Baker. Andrew plans to attend trade school and major in construction once he is finished here.
I just want to say to my brother, I did it.
Next up, Mari Brasino. Mari plans on joining the workforce as well.
I just want to say thank you to my cousins, my mom, and my brothers. I love you guys.
Kylie Burnell. Kylie plans on becoming an EMT. Becca Carlton. After school, Becca plans to go to Ball State University and major in psychology and criminology.
I'd like to say a thank you to my parents and an extra special shout out to the people that said I couldn't do it.
Emma Crouch.
Good job, Becca.
After school, Emma plans on either going to a trade school or joining the military. Presley Gray. Presley plans on taking a year off and then attending the University of Northern Ohio. Hannah Halls. Hannah has plans to go to college with a major in physical therapy for animals.
I just want to say a big thank you to Options Westfield because I would not be here without them, and a big thank you to my family and boyfriend and my nephew and Kathy Cooley.
Kelly Langen. Hey, Kelly. Aaron Love. After the completion, Aaron plans on becoming a preschool teacher.
I want to say thank you to my mom and my best friend Kaya and my dad. I love you guys so much. And Alan. I love you, Alan!
Good job, Aaron. Julia Moss. Julia also plans on continuing in preschool education.
So get your popcorn because I have a whole speech. Okay. First off, I would like to thank all of the options teachers and staff. From Sean making history manageable to Phil not making math hair-rippingly hard. I also wanted to thank Joe Hopper for keeping me out of trouble for these all 4 years. Alan, you always will have a special place in my heart with all the laughs I give to you every single day. And of course, Steve, for putting up with my Monday attitudes. I would also like to thank my parents for pushing me to this point. I would not be standing here today if it wasn't for you. And last but certainly not least, I would like to leave the class of 2023 with the famous words of Pitbull, aka Mr. Worldwide. Believe me, been there, done that, but every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. Thank you and congratulations to my fellow classmates.
Next up, Keaton Madrid. Keaton plans on studying radiology at either IU or Ivy Tech. Next, Nikolai Martin. Nikolai plans to go to an undecided college as of right now.
I want to thank my parents and my teachers and all the staff that helped me push through and get all my work done and giving me a second chance.
Kate Miller. Kate plans to attend IU with a double major in journalism and environmental studies.
Trans people deserve love, respect, dignity, the support of their families. They deserve to have the support of their schools, have their governments treat them with dignity, and they deserve to graduate. Hell yeah, go Options!
Alex Price. Alex plans to go into the welding trade. Austin Price. Also planning on joining the welding trade. Asher Searcy. Asher plans to move full-time into the retail industry. Josh Sutton. Josh will be going into the construction trade industry beginning Monday, I believe. Ashley Tandy. Ashley will be attending the University of Evansville. Robert Walker. Oh, okay. Got it.
I would like to thank my teachers and my mother, especially my mother, for tolerating my constant sleep deprivation. Thank you.
And I apologize, Gage, I skipped over you. Gage Shepard. Gage is currently undecided and will be joining the workforce. Kyle Wood. Kyle will be attending IUPUI.
I just want to thank my mom and my dad.
And finally, Khalif Yusuf will be attending four-year school. Congratulations. Congratulations, Options Westfield.
Great job, Options Westfield. Congratulations. And last but not least, the Simon Youth Academy at Options Noblesville. It's your time to shine. And I'd like to bring up their leader that tries to keep them on the straight and narrow, Adam Barr. Come on up.
So there's one more school, guys. So I'd like to introduce our next student speaker for Simon Youth Academy at Options Noblesville, Noah Mannion. He's graduating with a technical honors with a 3.0 grade point average. Some of the great things he's done this year is he was chosen to go on our Washington DC trip, and Noah Mannion.
All right, I'll keep it brief. I also do want to get home. Hello, student body of 2023, as well as teachers, parents, and anybody else who may be in attendance. My name is obviously going to be Noah Mannion. I started attending Options at the early half of 2019, or later half, right before the pandemic. Reason I came here is because I wanted to have a more personalized experience rather than having 3,000 people attending and 1,000 people graduating. I wanted to thank everyone who's helped me, such as Stacy O'Flaherty. She has been our science teacher and basically our science teacher, as well as our therapist for a couple of years, as well as Joshua Curry. He has been our social studies teacher, as well as an always good person to talk to and having riveting conversations with. But enough about me and talking. Let's get on to what we're going to do after school. Whatever you may do, graduating, going to college, whatever, Just know that we are always going to be together as a community, and no matter what, we need to stick together and maybe attend reunions, maybe not, we never know. But just never forget what you guys learned here. It will be together with you for a lifetime.
I'm Stacy O'Flaherty, and I have the honor of announcing our Simon Youth Foundation's Options Noblesville graduates today. Great job, guys, you did it. Okay. Maria Elena Bull. Maria is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and 21 college credits. She plans to attend Indiana University to study psychology.
First of all, I'd like to apologize to my aunt and uncle for being a little shit over the years. I know these 5 years haven't been easy, and I know that I've been kind of a terrible person, but I would like to apologize, and I do want to take this time to thank you for all that you have done for me. I'd also like to thank my mom for dying so that I could have good character development. I'm sure she's spinning in her grave right now. Thank you.
That was such a you moment. Oh, me. Brandon Clater. Brandon is graduating from Options with 3 college credits. He plans to go to college and study kinesiology. Great job, Brandon.
Obviously, I am crying right now. I don't know if you guys can see it because I'm wearing the shades, but the reason why I'm wearing the shades is because my future is way too bright. And yeah, I just want to thank my mom and my uncle and my aunts, just my family in general. And all I got to say now is, it's a parade inside my city, yeah!
Braden Cowden. Braden is graduating from Options with 10 college credits and plans to join the Army.
Where you at, Dukes? Where you at? Oh, I see you. Shout out to you. You know what's up? Where you at, sis? I see you. What's up? Shout out to you, Staff Pops, too. Love y'all.
Preston Lane Crail. Preston is graduating from Options with 3 college credits and plans to enter the workforce. I'd say already in the workforce. Good job, Preston. Elizabeth Ann Davis. Elizabeth is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and plans to attend Ivy Tech to become a dental hygienist. Dominic James DiColo. Dominic is graduating from Option and plans to enter the workforce. Well done, Dominic. Emily Edwards. Emily is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and plans to enter the workforce. Well done, Emily. Way to get it done, Emily. Cameron Firestone. Cameron is graduating from Options and plans to pursue a cosmetology license from Tuskegee University. Woo, well job. Good job, Cameron. Brooklyn Ray Gage. Brooklyn is graduating from Options and plans to pursue a cosmetology license from Aveda Fredericks Institute. Victor. Victor Anthony Gonzalez. Victor is graduating from Options with a Core 40 with 19 college credits. He plans to attend Ivy Tech to study film editing and technology. Well done, Vic. O'Reilly Teresa Michelle Garino. O'Reilly is graduating from Options and plans to enter the workforce. Andrew Harless made it. Andrew is graduating from Options with a KLR Pharmacy Tech license. He plans on pursuing that career as well as a career in real estate.
I'd like to thank KLR.
Well done, Andrew. Caleb Malik Jackson. Caleb is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and 24 college credits. And an Ivy Tech certificate in maintenance and light repair. He plans to study Homeland Security. I'm sticking with that guy. Todd Kohler. Okay. Ariana Limpera. Ariana is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and plans to attend the Vet Tech Institute. Well done, Ariana. You did it. Great job. Eland Adrian Lester. Eland is graduating with a Core 40 and plans to enter the workforce.
First off, I would like to thank my father, my mom, my grandma and grandpa, and my nana, and my little brother who came out today. And I would also like to thank my family who's probably watching online right now, same thing, like my sister, my stepmom, my aunts, and my cousins. And I want to say to all of them, I finally graduated.
You did it. You did it, sweet man. Come and give me a hug. I'll give you one later. Desiree Nicole Logan. Desiree is graduating with 3 college credits and plans to attend the Art Institute of Houston for interior design. James Carson David Malone. James is graduating with 24 college credits and an Ivy Tech certificate in maintenance and light repair. He plans to enter, well, it's already in, the workforce.
Want to throw it out, I would like to shout out my mom, my dad, my sister, my family, and to you, Grandpa, I finally did it.
Congratulations, James. Noah Michael Mannion. Noah is graduating from Options with a Core 40 Technical Honors Diploma with 24 college credits. He plans to attend Ball State for communications.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my sister, and can we give a big thanks to Melanie? She has been the principal, or was the principal, and I think that we should all just give her a round of applause because she has been such an amazing principal. Thank you.
Zaylin Nathaniel Martin. Good job, Noah. He did it. Zaylin is graduating from Options and will enter a construction apprenticeship where he plans to become an electrician. Good job, Zaylin.
I'd like to give a special thank to Stacy. She's the best teacher ever. And I'd like to thank my mom, Robin, and Patton.
Sorry, I just get excited. Kyle Jaden Martinez. Kyle is graduating Options and plans to enlist in the Coast Guard.
I just want to start out by saying thank you to Josh, because for the past 4 years, he's helped me so much throughout all of this. He's helped me graduate. I also want to say thank you to Robin. If it wasn't for her, I really would not be here right now. And I also want to say thank you to my mom. She's always been there for me, and to my family that's come out. And I also want to say one last thing to my dad, because I know he would have loved to be here right now. I made it.
Grace Mills. Grace Mills is one of our ABA graduates. Great job, Grace.
Thank you, Daddy, for never giving up on me, even when it would have been really easy. Mama, for being my best advocate. And Sissy, for being my best friend in the entire world.
Great job, Grace. Julian Anthony O'Vera Gordon. Julian is graduating Options with 3 college credits, and I have to say a well-deserved scholarship, and plans to attend Ivy Tech for culinary arts. Andre Perrineau. Andre is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and plans to attend Ivy Tech for culinary arts. Tristan Perrineau. Great job, Andre. Tristan is graduating from Options and plans to attend Ivy Tech for hospitality management. Devin Pfeiffer. It's okay. Devin is graduating Options with a Core 40 and plans to attend Ivy Tech for automotive technology. Great job, Devin. Josh Petrie. Josh is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and 9 college credits. He plans to enlist in the Army. Go, Josh.
You feel me? I like to thank my mom, sister, cousin, my staff of Options. I'm just ready to just go. I'm sorry.
No. Who did I miss? I don't see him on there. Who? No, she's later in the list.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, she's there.
We'll just let you go with it.
Colin Prater. Colin is graduating from Options with a Core 40 and 24 college credits and an Ivy Tech certificate in maintenance and light repair. He plans to have an apprenticeship with the Operator Engineer Union. Way to go, Colin. O'Shea Davion Randolph. O'Shea is graduating from Options and plans to enter the workforce. He will be pursuing a future career in music production. We go, O'Shea. Reagan Justine Roberts. Reagan is graduating with a Core 40, 11 college credits, and her CNA license. So now, she plans to attend Indiana State for nursing. Great job, Reagan. Jaiza Rodriguez. Jaisha is graduating from Options and plans to attend Ivy Tech for automotive technology. You did it, sweet. Sorry. Probably I should ask somebody else to do this. Caitlin Russell. Caitlin is graduating from Options and has enrolled in the CNA program at Ivy Tech this summer and plans to pursue a career in healthcare.
I would just like to say thank you to Thomas for leading the diversity group, and also, hello Marcus, you're here. I was gonna have to beat your butt.
Elliot Slinker. Elliot is graduating with a Core 40 and plans to attend Ivy Tech and then a four-year university for a career in psychology.
I just want to say thank you to my educators, especially Stacy. You touched my heart in ways that I can't explain, and you got me through high school in ways I thought I never would. I want to say thank you to Elizabeth for helping me get through math. And then I want to thank Lisa as well for helping me make my career choice in my life. And thank you to my family. I love you guys.
Angel May Tincher. You made it, Angel. Angel is graduating with a Core 40 and plans to enter the workforce.
I think it's in the folder. It's just on the table.
Oh.
I don't see it. Yeah, Jake is covered. Sorry. Turning the tassel.
I think it got moved. I don't think it's here. It is not there.
Okay, who took the reading? Here. Barbara might have pilfered it. Mistakenly.
Oh, where are we? There you are.
We've come to the place in our ceremony where we stand as one and turn our tassels from right to left.
There is no clear historical reason for this tradition, but at Options, we like to use this gesture to signify our moving on from high school to whatever the world might bring us. We want to thank you again for your support and encouragement. Students, please rise. One, two, three. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduate. This ends our ceremony. Everyone, please allow our graduates to process out and then take as many pictures as you'd like. Have a safe drive home. Thank you.